This is arguably one of the most exciting times in modern precious metals history, but that doesn't mean we should start getting carried away. And in fact, it might even prove that precious metals aren't quite as important as we think. This is arguably one of the most exciting times in modern precious metals history because our community has known for far too long that real price manipulation was coming from executives within JP Morgan, and for years it was just falling onto deaf ears, but now we finally have some vindication for the community because two different men have been charged, and there is real evidence to prove that they manipulated the prices of precious metals from 2008 until 2016 and cost investors over $10 million in the process. But the sad truth is, nobody outside of our community really seems to care very much. If something like the stock market were to have this kind of case come out against it, which to be fair, I'm sure that there's way more manipulation even than what we saw here, it would obviously make some pretty major news and it would spread to a lot more people than those who directly invest in the stock market because it's such a world influential thing. Precious metals represent an entire market in and of themselves, and yet there's not really much intrigue. If you went and asked somebody who you didn't already tell about this case, I almost guarantee they wouldn't know. I can certainly promise that's true for everybody in my own life. So all I'm trying to say here is that the world as a whole was largely unaffected by this. And as painful as this might be to hear, there are a lot of people on social media that can drive more investment by themselves than this entire community as a whole. And I'm talking about influencers who know nothing about the things that they're promoting. People who make cryptocurrencies or promote them, for example. These guys managed to scam $5 or $10 million in a matter of days or weeks. So in just a short amount of time, these guys are making a similar amount of money or even more than the two men from JP Morgan, despite the fact that they have no financial background, like I said, and they also don't really have any sort of credibility beyond that. They don't have any sort of insight to the market other than the fact that they are famous influencers online. So that just goes to show how much leverage and power those individual people have to make more money than the two men manipulating an entire market. It goes to show that the power is with the people. The masses might be stupid, but unfortunately, the lowest common denominator is usually where the bar settles at. So in the meantime, we can keep on stacking, but precious metals, they're kind of on the back burner. And the truth is that most people don't even know what the price of silver or gold is, much less will they ever care.